Good morning. Today is Thursday, December 30th, 2021. My name is Terry Morgan and we are here to practice Wudang Qigong. I am really late this morning and it's partly due to this being the last of these classes. Alright, the last of this series. I'm going to put the coffee down because I'm going to talk with both hands. Alright, so for the last several months, Thursday and Friday, Thursday being today, I have taught Wudang Qigong. The practice has been useful for me, and I hope for you all as well. I'm going to review a few of the things that are important in our practice and talk a little bit about some of the things that I'm going to do with Wudang Qigong in the future. So the format for my classes is going to change. A little bit more movement in some, a little bit more explanation in others, a little bit more analysis and dissection, I guess, of the movements and what's going on inside in a third, so that there's a more comprehensive approach and maybe a more coherent approach, right? So this is going to start in about a month, right? I'm going to take, at the end of this week, I'm going to take a couple of days, a couple of weeks off, and I'm going to catalog some of what we have, put that into a little bit better organization, put a little bit more organization around it, make it a little bit easier to find things, so that if I've talked about something, this is the one that it's in, as opposed to, well, it could be any of these over here. All right. I'm also going to do something with this new format and Wudang Qigong, so that each of the exercises, right, we have one day where I just focus on that exercise. The next day that I focus on that exercise plus the internal work. The next day I focus on that exercise plus the internal work plus more, right? So that it's a little bit more in depth, and it's going to bring in some of the philosophy, some of the history, some of the literature around this practice. Generally, Qigong goes back a long, long way, and Tai Chi, Xingyi, Bagua, all of those have their own elements that I'm going to bring into this new format. Let's get started this morning. Basic stretch. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Open the arms. Wiggle fingers. Bend the knees. Wiggle the toes. And circle to the front. Back around to both sides. Up along the center line. Stretch out. Reach up. Keep shoulders down. Roll up through the back. One more time. And stretch up. Elbows drop down. Wrists, fingertips, Hands return to your sides. This stretch, and I'm going to talk about this as we get started, this stretch describes, if you will, the large heavenly circle from the back of the heel, up the leg, around, down front, down along the side, down through the leg, reach down through the Yongchuan, the bubbling well in the base of the foot, right here, except these are your toes, right? Pull up, sink into the heel, pull up through the back, and down the front. This is the large heavenly circle. The small heavenly circle, lower Tantian, down, around, up the back, through the 3 gates in the back, around the front, and down through the center. The small heavenly circle is what we're going to pay attention to in our first set. The tiny heavenly circle, the really small one, is what describes the lower Tantian. And that movement is in 2 parts, always together, at yin and yang, always together, moving separately and together. There is always a part of yin in yang. There's always a part of yang in yin. Maybe smaller or greater. The portions can change. That is the tiny heavenly circle. Pay attention to the small heavenly circle. Ladies, right hand on the outside. Gentlemen, left hand on the outside. Both hands cross at the Laogong and connect with the lower Tantian. Breathe in, pull up through the back. Breathe out, press down, through the front. Return to the Tantian. And breathe in, pull up, and breathe out. Return. Relax the mid-back, relax the lower back. Keep the head suspended, not stiff. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more. Breathe in. Pull up through the crown of the head. Keep the shoulders down. Last time. Hands separate. Down on both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Breathe in, pushing the mountain. Breathe out. Pay attention to the small heavenly circle again. There's a different exercise to pay attention to here. For right now, pay attention to that small heavenly circle. Keep that going. As you breathe in, as you breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Return to the lower Tantian and breathe in. Pull up through the back. Breathe out. Down the front. Breathe in. Pull up through the back. Breathe out. Down the front. Relax the breath. Keep the shoulders down and open. Let the spine move. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep the hip open. As you sink, open the hip. And pull in. Hands down on both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Breathe in. Wild goose flying. Breathe out. Breathe in. Up along both sides. Down to the knees. Up. And down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax through the upper back. Keep the shoulders down. Open the shoulders from underneath. Use the full range of muscles that you have connected through the ribs to open the arms. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Palms up. Press down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay. So this is where we're gonna use this in the next set. So I'm gonna take just real quick. The upper back looks like this, more or less. Your shoulders underneath, ribs start, muscles from the spine extend outward and support both the large bones in the shoulder as well as the smaller bones underneath. This V shape, use that. That's what I'm talking about when I talk about expand through the whole back. So, yeah, I can't move. I can do it in my back. I can't do it with my hands, right? Each area expands. That's what drives the arms up. It's not, let me move my arms. Okay, I'm kind of moving my arms from my elbows. Okay, no. Move my arms from my shoulders. That's better. No. Through the back. Everything opens. Start at the base of the spine and work up. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Breathe in. Palms up. Breathe out. Press down, sink. Turn. Open the back. Hand down. In the center. Again. That idea of opening through the back. Start at the base of the spine and open up and out. The back has to stay open. Keep the hip well supported through the waist. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Two more. Last time. Hands down on both sides, pull up through the crown of the head, raise the heels and lower. Breathe in and breathe out. Palm supporting heaven, breathe in. Breathe out, press up, turn. Open the waist. Pay more attention to turning the waist than to moving the hands. Keep the hands together. Both lao gong connect to each other and to the upper tantian, the middle tantian, and return to the lower tantian. Relax through the upper body. All that work you just did to open through the back, open the arms, use it. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Two more. Breathe in. Breathe out. 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 Breathe in. Hands down on both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Breathe in. Yin and yang both appear. And push to the left. Return. And center. Shift. Turn. Push. Return to center. From the lower Tantian to the middle Tantian, extend and return. On the other side, lower Tantian to the middle Tantian, connect with the Lao bone and return. Outside connections, inside connections. Inside connections, the Lao bone to the middle Tantian returns to lower Tantian. And again. Pay attention to the Lao bone and the extension of energy. Keep the body well placed in good alignment. Two more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last time, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in one more time. Hands down on both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Breathe in. Breathe out. Turning palms. Shift right. Little step left. Palms turn over. Come back to center. The hands don't come higher than the shoulder. Should be closer to the center of the chest. As you extend, the shoulder, the shoulder stays down. Elbow is lower than the shoulder. The wrist is lower than the elbow. Not by much. Lower hand is below the upper hand. Not at the wrist, not at the mid-arm, not at the elbow, at the hand. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. sink into the lower dantian. Two more. Pay attention to the leg as it drives forward, and the transfer into the forward leg. Last time. Come back to center. Hands down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Breathe in. Breathe out. Forward off, pull down. Hold the ball. Right side. Little step. That same idea that I just talked about. Pay attention to what happens as the back leg drives forward and how the weight transfer through the front leg sustains the movement. Should be steady and well placed, not leaning. Extend the breath through the movement. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Two more. Last time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hands down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Breathe in. Keep popping. Breathe out. Shift onto the right, circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Upper hand to the outside of the same eye. Lower hand to the outside of the same side of the lip. And it should be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back to center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. 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 Breathe out. Relax the upper back. Relax the mid back. Turn the waist. Two more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hands down on both sides. Breathe out. Press down. Pull up through the ground of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Yeah, one more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. All right. The movements, the series, the instruction for this first part of Wudang Qigong, what I've taken apart is first 9, last 9, right, has multiple levels, multiple parts. There are the external parts, the breathing, timing of the breath. There are the internal parts, focus on which channels, what am I paying attention to, how can I use this exercise to benefit my health? What else can I do with it? Yeah, okay, but Qigong has this multi-level idea behind it, that there are more things, there is more that we do when we're practicing. It's not simply this physical movement, that physical movement. The completeness of the physical movement with the rhythm of the breath gives us an extra physical massage, right? Internal organs get a massage, nice rhythmic breathing, nice open and close. Yeah, nice, it's nice, it's comfortable, highly beneficial. Okay, the body parts that are working, the arms, legs, torso, all of the muscles through the waist, through the hips, everything in the feet, the knees, they're all getting a good workout in a relaxed and gentle manner, right? There's no need for extra physical exertion. If you feel like it, you can. If you don't have to, right? So we can build up our external strength, we can build up our athletic ability. We can also refine the internal workings. Qi flow, working with the breath, using the breath as the driver for movement. All of these things are part of Qigong practice. I'm a little bit sad that this is the last of this series. I've been thinking about that all morning. I'm thinking about it for tomorrow too. I'm a little bit sad that I've decided I'm going to end this series. I've kind of gotten used to being here on Thursday and Friday with Wudang Qigong. It grows on you, I don't know. So I'm looking forward to the new series. I'm looking forward to what I'm going to be doing next, and I hope that it's going to be more informative and have a little bit more depth, and have maybe a few more practice tips, a few more anecdotes, a few more things that will help, I hope, to encourage people to keep practicing. It's hard work. It is. It's hard to do. Acknowledge that first, and then it's easier. Really, it is. Trust me. So as you get where I'm practicing regularly, right? This is what I'm talking about. This Thursday and Friday, I'm used to doing Qigong. What am I going to do on Thursday and Friday? Well, probably when I take time off, I'm probably going to want to get up and do Qigong practice. I'm used to it. My body's used to it. If I don't practice, my body tells me that I didn't practice and that I should have practiced whatever it was. It does. That doesn't take 40 years. That takes regular practice. Months. Weeks, yeah, weeks a little iffy. Takes a couple months. And your body will tell you. That's part of what you want in your practice. That's something that you want to cultivate. Let it happen. And then get up and do whatever your body is telling you should get up and go do. Right? I will be back tomorrow with the last in this series, Wudang Qigong, sets 10 through 18. I'm going to take the first couple weeks, maybe 3, of January off. Be cataloging some of what I've already done, trying to put a little bit better organization and structure on it, and looking at what I'm going to be doing with this new format, this new series that is going to be starting up the end of January. I hope you'll join me for that. I hope you'll join me for tomorrow's last class. If I had celebratory things, I would have, donuts with happy ending on it or something. I don't know. This is the idea that we have as a storyteller, right? We like a happy ending. We like it when there's something positive that happens at the end of the story, where there's if it's a romance, the happy couple finally gets together and live happily ever after, right? We like those stories. We like the princess gets found and the prince brings the slipper and takes her away to the palace and everything's great. We like those kinds of stories that make us happy at the ending of them. As I'm ending this chapter, this part of the story, I do want it to be a happy ending. So I would have a party and there would be people invited. There'd be cake and donuts and food and stuff for a happy send-off. Let's have a party. We're going to be happy about this piece, this one part being over. Not because it's over, because it makes room for something else. That's what happens when one thing ends and something else starts. It makes room for something else to grow. That cycle of things is why I'm happy about this. And I'm sad. I really have gotten used to this. But I'm happy about it because it makes room for something new. And I hope that you'll join me in what I'm going to do next. I will be back tomorrow. And not next week. Whoa, that sounds, I'm used to, and I'll be back next week no, not next week. I'll be off next week. I'll be cataloging. You'll see some changes on the YouTube channel. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Bye.